I don't know, it's just another bad start at home. Um, it just seemed like we were just making, kind of getting back to old habits in a sense of making like bigger mistakes. We did such a good job all year of, if we didn't have our game to protect the middle and try to limit their grade A looks. And listen, they're the number one rush team in the league, so like they're going to get their rushes. Like they're too fast, and they have some really good players. But we just kind of compounded mistakes, and they scored on a lot of them early on.
Fair to say sloppy defensively, especially early?
Yeah, there's just little things like, we didn't have an F3, didn't have a box out, and then we miscommunicated, and it's 3-0 like that. So it's, if those stay out of the net, maybe we evaluate differently. But at the end of the day, like, we got to be honest about ourselves, about the game. I mean, they're sitting on a 3-4 goal lead most of the game, and it's nice to not quit and come back, I guess. But I think us giving up one at the end is kind of in a nutshell of how the first one anyway when it was tied up. So it's just disappointing and it sucks.
Niels was moved onto your line in the third period. What did you think of what he brought once he went with you guys?
He was great. Obviously brought some energy. From the second on, I think our line felt good today. We were skating, didn't really have timing, and then the timing seemed to get there. And Hugs was good in the forecheck, and when he's moving his feet, he's a lot to handle. So.
What did you see on the power play, JT? I know you only get the one goal, but it seemed like you were maybe a couple combined inches from having 3 or so as a unit.
Yeah, honestly, the power play is not at all where we need it to be right now.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, we're not sharp. Yeah, we had a couple breakdown looks maybe where we cut like scrambles, but in a sense of when we were going good, I don't think we're back to that right now, and we know that as a group. And I feel like we're playing. I'm not going to get into it with you guys. I just think we're not playing as good as we need to be. Like that was a game there where the power play could have saved our ass a little bit, and it's just disappointing, I guess. I mean, I'm a part of that, and I just wish I could have been better.
On the Besser goal that you set up, it seemed like that entire shift you had a bit of a chip on your shoulder. Was there a sense of enough is enough, let's get something done here?
No, that's the way I played the whole second and third period, I think, and we got, I guess we got rewarded.
Rick, just your thoughts on the performance as a whole tonight. Some positives with the comeback, but obviously I'm sure you're disappointed with the first.
Well, the first period, obviously, you give them just 4 goals that shouldn't go. Just there's system plays that I'm a little disappointed, guys. Just you're supposed to be in spots they weren't in. Now you're chasing the game, and then we make a great effort, and then last goal, they had actually 4 guys on the ice, and I think maybe you could blame all 5 guys on the ice for that. It's the pressure of. I still don't understand where guys were going on that play. We had time, and that's why you got to. That's details. That's what we keep hammering these guys.
You elevated Höglander and Joshua up the lineup in the third period. Did you like what each of them gave you tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Hoggy scored, Laugh scored. Yeah, lucked out.
Andrei Kuzmenko plays 3 shifts in the third period, and obviously you're trailing throughout that frame. What are you not seeing from him right now, both 5-on-5 in the power play?
I'm tired of answering questions about him. We came back. It worked out. Kuzi's got a, he's got a he's got a forecheck. Let's start with that.
Start the game with that sort of like Miller, Myers, Zadorov against the Hughes line, and obviously you went away from it just based on how the first went. Was it something in the matchup you didn't like, or just got to give your team a boost when you have a first period?
Well, they scored the 4 goals, and at that point you're trying to chase the game a little bit. Like I said, like the goals we gave them were just, I think that one shift we gave them 2 2-on-1s. Like it's just stuff that you got to sharpen up. You can't do this sort of stuff consistent-wise.
Just one more for me. It was an uncharacteristic first period for your team, right? To your credit, you guys haven't had breakdowns or odd man rushes go against you the way you did in the opening 20. I know you talked about systems errors, but was it mostly on you guys, or was it their pace? How do you sort of dive into
it was on us.
Wrong?
I mean, listen, credit. I'm not taking away they got the 4 goals, but we gave 4 goals. You can't have 3 guys in the corner on the first goal and leave the front of the net. Like that's not our system, and we've been slacking a little bit on that. And it's on us. It's on my ass. I got to get these guys to do it more often.
We saw some different defensive combinations. What'd you like? What didn't you like? Was there any combination that kind of stuck?
I didn't like the first period. I didn't like the combinations at all. That's why we changed them. That's how we got back in the game.
And was there any combination that you did like toward the third when you got back in the game?
I mean, I don't know. I just, I don't even know the combinations foot he had out there. I was just more concentrating on the forwards, to be honest with you. We'll look at it tonight, but I'm just more like the system stuff where we're not going to spots. That's kind of, we'll look at the combinations later.
I know probably in your list of things this is probably pretty low, but what are your thoughts about watching three brothers play against each other out there tonight?
I really didn't, that's great. I said it before the game. It's great, having those guys out. Very talented, but when the game's going on, I don't, you're worried about winning.